What if the greatest threat to humanity isn't on Earth but 93 million miles away? A single event, silent and invisible, that could erase a century of progress in less than a day. This is not a movie plot, this is a scientific reality. The sun is capable of unleashing a solar storm so powerful it could send us back to the Dark Ages. Welcome to Project Dark Sky. To understand our future, we must look to our past. In September 1859, astronomer Richard Carrington observed a massive white flash on the surface of the sun. Hours later, the night sky erupted. Auroras, normally confined to the polar regions, were seen as far south as Cuba and Hawaii. They were so brilliant that people could read newspapers by their light in the middle of the night. But the real chaos was on the ground. The world's most advanced technology, the telegraph system, went haywire. Machines sparked, shocked their operators, and caught fire. The atmospheric electricity was so potent that some telegraph lines operated without being connected to any power source. This was the Carrington event, a fascinating historical anomaly, but if it happened today, it would be an existential catastrophe. The cause was a coronal mass ejection, or CME. A CME is a billion-ton cloud of magnetized plasma launched from the sun's atmosphere at over 1 million miles per hour. When this wave of energy collides with Earth's magnetic field, it doesn't just create pretty lights, it generates a devastating geomagnetic current in the planet's crust itself. And herein lies our modern vulnerability. We have unwittingly covered the entire globe in the perfect antenna to receive this destructive energy. Our interconnected power grid, our vast network of underground pipelines, and our fragile web of submarine internet cables. We have built the perfect trap for our own destruction. The sequence of a modern Carrington event would be swift and brutal. We might receive only 18 to 24 hours of warning from space weather monitors. Then, the wave hits. The first casualties would be the giant transformers at the heart of our electrical substations. These are not simple components, they are custom-built, multi-ton behemoths. They would not simply shut down, they would overload, melt, and explode. They cannot be quickly replaced. Manufacturing a single one can take over a year. We would lose thousands in a single moment. This is not a blackout. It is a permanent grid failure. The cascade of collapse would be unstoppable. Within hours, every light on the continent goes dark. Phones and the internet die as backup batteries drain. Within days, water treatment plants shut down. There is no running water, fuel cannot be pumped, refrigeration stops, and food begins to spoil. Within weeks, the entire supply chain shatters. Medicine supplies vanish, hospitals become mortuaries, law and order break down as society's thin veneer dissolves. Within a year, modern civilization is over. We are 8 billion people thrust back into the 18th century, but without the knowledge or infrastructure to survive there. The most terrifying part? This is not speculation. It is a mathematical probability. NASA scientists estimate the chance of a direct hit from a Carrington-level storm in the next decade is as high as 12%. We are playing a game of cosmic Russian roulette with our entire species. So why are we not prepared? The answer is a fatal cocktail of cost and complacency. Hardening the global power grid would cost trillions of dollars, a political and economic nightmare. And because the last major event was over 160 years ago, we dismiss it as a low-probability event, a problem for the future. We are sacrificing our long-term survival for short-term convenience. The sun is not a gentle giant, it is a sleeping dragon, and when it wakes, it will not care about our borders, our economies, or our social media feeds. It will simply reset the board. Knowledge is the first step to prevention. By understanding this threat, we can push for better early warning systems, invest in grid protection, and develop real contingency plans. The clock is ticking, but it has not yet reached zero. This is Project Dark Sky. We uncover the universe's deadliest secrets. If you are ready to face reality, subscribe now. The truth is waiting.